In the summer of 2021, Arsenal made a move in the transfer market that was heavily frowned upon by pundits and fans alike. Arsenal paid £30 million for Aaron Ramsdale, a keeper that had been relegated for 2 straight seasons with 2 different clubs, being Bournemouth and Sheffield United. On top of that, Arsenal had one of the best keepers in the Premier League in Bernd Leno. Leno, who was only 29 years old, which, as we know, is fairly young for goalkeepers, had just had one of the best seasons of his career the year prior. However, within a couple of weeks of signing Ramsdale to Arsenal, Aaron became our starting keeper and managed to relegate Leno to the bench. Leno eventually left Arsenal to go to Fulham because it became quite clear who our starting keeper was, and it was not him. 3 seasons later, Arsenal have now signed a Spanish shot stopper from Brentford, who is also a high-level keeper in David Raya. Arsenal have done this despite having a clear first choice in Aaron Ramsdale. In today's video, we are going to discuss who out of the 2 keepers should start and how this is going to work having 2 very good keepers for Arsenal. So what's going on, everyone? You're listening to Gunner Central here. I hope you're all doing well. Now, I've already kind of touched on this topic of David Raya signing for Arsenal in one of my previous videos. So I want to focus on what's going to be happening now with the team. Look, I completely get the signing of David Raya. He's one of the best keepers in the league, the ball at his feet. And if we look at just pure numbers and statistics, he is a better shot-saving keeper than Aaron Ramsdale. So on paper, David Raya is the perfect signing for Mikel Arteta's system. Very good distribution, he has good positioning capabilities, and he can be relied upon to make game-saving saves. Our goalkeeping coach, Iñaki, who joined Arsenal as part of Mikel's staff when he arrived, he has also worked with David Raya before. Now, they haven't worked together for as long as some people may think. They were both together at Brentford for about 6 months or so before Iñaki left to join Arsenal. I guess it kind of makes you think and kind of imagine that Iñaki may have had a lot of say in the signing of David Raya. So Arsenal are now in the position where we have 2 really high-level goalkeepers. So who should start? Well, I think you just have to go with Aaron Ramsdale to start. For now. First of all, Aaron Ramsdale has been at the club for 3 seasons now, so he understands Mikel's philosophy, and he's had some absolutely marvelous performances for us. He's very reliable on most nights and bailed us out in some big games with some huge saves. As for David Raya, look, he definitely should get all the cup games. There's no doubt about that for me, FA Cup and Carabao Cup. Now, I do believe that we can be a little interchangeable with them. You know, if Ramsdale has any bad games, then Raya should get a chance to be the number 1, or even if Raya just performs out of his mind in the games that he does play, then the same thing, he should get the chance to start. Or just simply, whichever keeper performs better in training, that keeper should start. Now, I do get the argument made where people say it's never been done before, you know, having 2 really high-level goalkeepers and playing them interchangeably. You know, you should have a number 1 and that number 1 should stay on number 1, your number 2 should stay on number 2. But I think the luxury of having 2 high-level goalkeepers allows us to play them interchangeably, depending on who's been better performing-wise or training-wise. Look, I think it's going to ensure that both keepers are performing their best when they're playing for the team, and it's only going to improve the level of goalkeeping that we have in the team. But for now, Aaron Ramsdale should be the starting keeper. Look, at first I was a little confused why we even went in for Raya, but after giving it some thought, what's it been now, like a week and a bit, I completely get it. If a keeper gets injured, then the level of keeper we have to replace the injured one, so say, touch wood, this doesn't happen, but let's say Aaron Ramsdale gets injured, you have David Raya who can come in and play for him. And the level of keeper that we have for the replacement keeper, that level doesn't drop off at all when our starting keeper goes down. But I think it also ensures that we have good competition all around the squad, not just for the outfield positions. It's very normal for big teams that do very well to have very good competition throughout the starting 11. So why has it never been done with a keeper? I think Arteta, he usually gets frowned upon for things he tries, but I think this is really going to work out nicely for us. We've got him on loan. We can go buy him for 27 million at the end of the season if he's done really well. Look, I think it's a great signing from us. I've said this in the previous video. I think it's a really good signing. But for now, I'm having Aaron Ramsdale start. Regardless though, I am excited to see both play and hopefully see them both perform at their highest level for the Arsenal. But I would love to know who you guys think should start and how having these two high-level keepers will help us push on all fronts. Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.